For how long I have these Tannoy speakers, I don't remember. But I think I have it for many years. Many years. If somebody gonna put these Tannoy speakers, this 601A, next to other speakers, very far away from me, maybe 200 feet, I know exactly which speaker is the Tannoy. Because they have a very special different sound to this Tannoy. And this is 6.5-inch woofer. This is front ported. And this is 1-inch soft dome tweeter right here. If you look at the tweeter, oh, beautiful tweeter. And he breaking the details, fantastic. You know, this tweeter is sound excellent. I think this is the most favorite tweeter from all the speakers that I ever had. I think so. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this Tannoy have the best, my favorite tweeter. And the bass is excellent. I don't have complaints about the bass. Look at the big port. And the mid-range is kind of creamy, but they integrate very nicely the mid-range, the bass, and the highs of these speakers. Very special sound. And you can use it, I love the way it sounds. You can use it for, even if you're not doing studio stuff, you can use this Tannoy Reveal 601 inside your house to listen for the music, and trust me, you're gonna enjoy the sound very much. And that's the way you look in the back. Unbalance, XLR, volume control, and what is this? High frequencies. Well, that's the only tone controls that you have, you see? Not much. It's only for the tweeter, that's it. High frequencies. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the GBL, what is name? 306, I used to have the bass too. But this one only, and this is on and off. Well, no, nothing special, you know, just plug your cables, choose the power, how much power you want to open or close, and you're ready to go with this Tannoy. I have a great sound, this speaker. And I used to have the passive studio monitors, the P. Yeah, this is A. You see, this is says A over here. That means active. P is mean passive. The passive have an excellent sound as well. Excellent sound. And there's the GBL right here. Well, the GBL is titanium tweeter, 1-inch titanium tweeter. And this is 6.5-inch woofer. Yeah, I cleaned it today a little bit. It was dusty. All these speakers was inside the closet. And this is made in the USA. Where is it? It says over here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Made in the USA. And look this fin, look this fin. This is the, look, this is the GBL sticker. Look the beautiful colors it's making. You see the colors. Beautiful sticker. And this is also 6.5-inch. 6.5, and that's the way it look from the side. Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's like they take the part of the, where is the woofer, and they make like a curve. And about, I don't know, 2 inches. Yeah, about 2 inches to the front, I guess, for the best response. They're thinking it's gonna be a little bit better. Well, it's not the GBL, it's not the most powerful one. And the model is this fin, 4206. Also you have the 4208 that is 8-inch and look very similar. Well, that sounds so much different. This GBL and Tannoy, the GBL is more natural. Well, you know, this is passive speaker. The GBL is passive, so it depends the amplifier that you're using today. Well, the GBL a fantastic sound, but is less colorful, you know, less colors. The Tannoy is more like a creamy, cute sound with a good bass. And the GBL is more natural. I will call it natural. You have less EQ on the sound. So you have its benefits. And if you use sweet sounding amplifier, this speaker is going to sound sweet. And if you use amplifier that the sound is a little bit aggressive and forward, they're gonna be aggressive and forward. So they respond exactly to what you plug it. Yeah, so you need to choose You need to be a little bit more picky about the amplifier with this JBL. This Tannoy, you don't need to be picky about any amplifier because the amplifier built in inside, that's why a little bit heavy, this speaker. And this Tannoy, I plug it, well, I'm gonna test the speakers, and I plug it right here in this Yamaha. Got a little bit scratch over here, I don't know what the hell is this, okay. It's in this Yamaha receiver. I tested today, I'm gonna test it today. I tested before, but I didn't have really time and I didn't have patience to analyze exactly what I listen for. Yeah, I need all the time to compare to what? I need to compare it for something. Well, this is the beautiful connection for the speakers over here. Wow, very solid. Look at that thing, very solid. Yeah, so I'm gonna plug the JBL right here to the amplifier. And because these JBL are very natural, the sound is very natural, it's gonna be very easy for me compared to other receivers to analyze the sound of this amplifier, of this Yamaha. And the Tannoy, I'm gonna plug over here. Where is the pre-out? It's gonna be in the front right here. Wow, it is beautiful, look. In this Yamaha, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 pre-out. Okay, take the subwoofer out. So we have 7 speakers that you can use, another amplifier. Everything is plugged, everything is placed, the receiver in the center, speaker is in the right, speaker is in the left, the JBL is ready to go, the Yamaha receivers is in the center, the beautiful monster. You see the remote control over there, beautiful remote control. And yeah, I test this Yamaha receiver, you know, let me say a few words for this Yamaha receiver. And the sound of this Yamaha receiver for the, for the movies, for the home theater, fantastic receiver. Fantastic sound from this receiver. Monster of sound. If you think about something positive that you can say about surround receiver, this Yamaha, everything positive. Everything. And you know what, I watching, if to be honest, maybe 2 movies a week, because I don't like to watch movies that much because it's taking too much of my time and I have more important things to do, and I'm not very patient guy for watching from the beginning to the end. So yeah, I'm not maybe the right person to tell you about the sound for movies that much. I like more for the music. But yeah, I check it a little bit for the movies, for the effects and power, and man, they sound fantastic, very fantastic. Well, I'm more picky for the music, more important for me the music. And yeah, you know, from the first place, if you more important for you the music, you know, is supposed to have surround receiver for stereo. Yes, you probably know that. You can use it for stereo, but you probably need to do some adjustments, you know, maybe to get a tube buffer or other device that's gonna make the surround receiver to be also, let's say, more particular for stereo. Well, I know these JBL speakers. Well, so now I testing the sound of this Yamaha for stereo. And you know, I know my speakers very well. This JBL, I know the sound very well. And I'm still working on it. And so we're testing. What we're testing? We're testing in this video the sound of this Yamaha for stereo. We're testing the sound of this JBL compared to the Tannoy. And we're testing the preamplifier that you have inside this Yamaha. Yeah, so I think is enough subject for one video, because I say already the sound for surround is fantastic for this receiver. So let me put a note. I want to put a note. It really depends in the music. There's some area that I like these speakers, usually this JBL 4206, used to have more warmer mid-range and less harsh. Is like harsh a little bit. Somewhere in a 3K area is a little bit harsh. That coming out from this combination, this receiver and these speakers, but not in every music. So this Yamaha, you know, you need to be a little bit go with the soft sound speakers. You know, these JBL are pretty natural. If to be honest, the sound is not harsh, never harsh, but it feel like it that something that is there that is slightly bother me. Well, anyway, I'm gonna put the jazz music. I have wonderful jazz music, pay attention for that. Open this thing. What is this? Tone controls. What you want? Bass. 1 second. Yeah, this is if you want to use the tone control, it's right here. What is this? Minus. No, let's leave it flat. I leave it flat. You know what? I leave it flat. Pure direct. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go to the Tannoy right now. I plug the Tannoy with the same music in a second. Plug my Tannoy speakers. Okay. And in a case that somebody don't know how to plug active studio monitors or power amplifier in this Yamaha receiver, so you're going to the front speakers. You have pre-out. You're going over here out under the grout. You have a pre-out, and this is going to the input of the speaker, or if you have power amplifier, you use it to your power amplifier, and of course from there we're going to the speakers. So I plug it. So actually what we have here, the Yamaha, we're not getting any sound from his power amplifier. We basically split it to two. So the power amplifier is in the speakers, and right now we're testing the sound of the preamplifier from this Yamaha receiver, and we're comparing the sound from the JBL 4206 to the Tannoy 601A. So where is my music? Right here, and let's see if you can listen for the difference. Yeah, I put the same music, exactly the same music. 1 second, I put something wrong. Here, I can fix it. Got fixed. for highs and lows. Highs and lows, definitely the Tannoy have more, you have more, let's say, rich sound in the bass. The bass notes are going more low, and the highs, I Twitter, are way more, let's say, separation compared to the JBL. They have more rich tonality for the Twitter. Now you know what? Yeah, right now I don't hear the harshness. That was a little bit harshness with the JBL. Let me see how I position the speakers. If this is 100, yeah, this is on flat. You see, this is on 0. This is on 0. The high frequency is on 0, and the volume is on half. So very different sound texture from the JBL. You know, it really depends in your taste, but I think the JBL is more natural. The sound is more natural. The Tannoy is more beautiful. The Tannoy make the sound like more pleasant and for very long listening. So maybe it's gonna be the right, maybe, I don't know if it's gonna be the right term to use, but I think the JBL are more accurate than the Tannoys. But both sound excellent. Yeah, each one of them have a different purpose. Well, right now, you know what I'm gonna use? I already used this Tannoy, and I think that pretty much I described what I hear with this Yamaha receiver and how the speaker sounds. And the difference between the speakers, I think, is pretty much clear. You know what? I tell you what. Some people say that they listen for hiss in the active speakers. No, now I'm going with the volume very high. Very high, my goodness. Look how much high. I got to 0. And the power amplifier on the speaker is on half. So I don't hear nothing, you know. I cannot hear anything. Almost nothing. Some people say I hear noise like from the Twitter. I mean, the volume is very high, so it's supposed to be something. I don't hear much. I really cannot hear much. I cannot hear like sound of static noise or anything. So these speakers are pretty quiet, very quiet. Well, right now I'm gonna do another sound test. This time not between the studio monitors. Right now I connect, I show you what I'm gonna connect. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna connect, this is Focal speakers. If you see right here, this is Focal, this is French speakers. You see the beautiful finish and the beautiful stance. And I have, look how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more. 6 speakers, and this is the subwoofer right here. So I plug the subwoofer and 2 speakers, and you listen for the stereo. If you think that this kind of small speakers can give you like a full range sound. I'm not thinking they're giving full range sound like the speaker that we just tested, but I'm gonna make a short sound demo, and you listen by yourself, you make decision by yourself. I plug my Focal subwoofer and speakers. This is 8-inch subwoofer. in the bottom, and the port is in the front, and the connections are in the back. And the way I choose to plug it is the speaker output cables will go in to the subwoofer, and from the subwoofer will go back to the speakers. And this is the beautiful stands that Focal have for these speakers. Very nice looking stands. And the one more thing, you can take the speaker down and up and a little bit higher and lower the way you position the listening area. So yeah, that's the way I plug it, and it's about 60 hertz, I guess, because this is 40 in the bottom, 80 over here, so it's about 60, I guess. And that's the volume, and that's the power, and it's about 180 degrees. And another way that you can connect is to use the subwoofer output. You have pre-out for the subwoofer, so you can use these cables and plug it right here. This is going to give you more output power and more low frequencies. So let me put the music on and you listen for this Focal. 1 second, here it comes. Where is the music? Here's the remote. If you see, if I increase the volume of this thing and I take this one out, the volume go down. It's not the same, stay the same volume. Yeah? Take the volume up. You listen for this noise, for the bass. Now I plug this thing. Is at least twice more powerful because we have another output from your receiver. Okay, let's take it out. Okay, I'm making the sound demo with these Focals right there. The Focals, the beautiful Focals. Sounds very nice. Sounds very nice. With this music. Well, but there's a little bit of, you know what? Let me put it this way. With this Yamaha, you don't want to use a bright speakers because there's a chance that it's gonna make it too bright for you. Yeah, the tweeter is gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe for movies, it's perfect, but for music, you need to consider that.